Hey guys, it's Claudia. Welcome back to my channel on December 1st. It's such a pleasure to have you here, always. Today I came on to share with you something that I'm so excited about. The writer in me is ever enthused when my work appears in a new publication. And the name of this new publication is First Bloom. It is a compilation of stories of blossoming Black lesbian love. It is edited by Sadia E. Howard. I am so pleased that Sadia reached out to me as a result of having read, her having read my stories in Let's Talk. The last anthology that my work appeared in, and she said, I would love for you to send me a story for my new anthology. And I was like, yes, I'm always willing to share my book. And her sincerity and beauty was just so overwhelming that I said, absolutely, yes indeed. So my story, Jackpot, appeared in this anthology. Now, my story, Jackpot, is a story that speaks to the intensity of love's power to draw us one to another in situations that let us love and be loved and work through the intricacies of how we get together to love. So yes, and when the anthology was published, a Facebook friend of mine, a dear Facebook friend of mine, emailed me and had this comment to say about Jackpot. So I've got to share it with you. He said, hey Claudia, just wanted to let you know that I thought Jackpot was an amazing feat of writing. The mix of romanticism and realism, of poetic prose and street dialogue, and of PG-rated romance and X-rated, though light, BDSM was masterful, I thought. Bravo! So thank you so much to Roland. I really appreciate you. You know, as writers, we love feedback on our stories, and that is so sweet. So thank you. And he is a writer himself. So I will be speaking with Roland on this channel, and you'll get a chance to meet him and see what he's about in his writing in an interview that's coming up in January 2017 in the new year. But back to First Bloom. I share this anthology with 12 other writers. I believe there are 13 writers in this compilation. So if you know some of the writers, go out and get the book and read them, and let alone just reading it for me, read it for the other writers as well, because you will meet new writers in this collection, and hopefully writers that you have known and loved for a while, like Fiona Zed and Eternity Phillips, and Cat Williams, Anandra Cat Williams. So let me just say that Cindy Thompson appears in this work. Now, I don't know Cindy's work, but I'm so excited to find out about her. And several African writers, Kuukua Zigbordi, Yomekpe. I hope I pronounced those correctly, but I'm so sorry if I haven't. Chalk it up to my head and not my heart. There's Janine Haley, Monique B.T. Thomas, a writer who I know and love. So yay, Monique, I'm so proud of you. And Kessie Epiphany Shaw, I don't know her, but I'm excited to read her work. And then there's Ava Drawoh, D-R-A-W-O-H, Drawoh. So I think she's an African writer as well that I will meet here in these pages. So what I will do when I read this book is go on and write a review on my blog at www.Claudia'sUniverse.com. Now, I know I'm in the anthology, and maybe others might say, you know, let someone else review the book, but I'm new to some of these writers, so I'm going to take the creative license and review the book for Claudia. So yes, I'm so excited, Sadia. And Sadia is so personable, so warm. She had this beautiful wooden bookmark made, manufactured and printed by cardsofwood.com, and it shows the brown sugar griots logo. It says our stories and our lives. So thank you so much for that. I love bookmarks, and thank you also for this beautiful personable note, which says, "Hi Claudia, thanks again for sharing your fantastic story with me. I hope you enjoy the rest of the book. Best, Sadia." So yes, Sadia, thank you so much. I'm sure I will enjoy the rest of the book, and I will share with you what's on the back. It says, "First Bloom, a collection of stories about blossoming Black lesbian love, takes a look at the beginnings and sometimes the middle and end of love that flourishes between same-gender loving women of African descent. From the sensual to the lyrical, the 13 tales in First Bloom are as varied as Black lesbians themselves. And the collection introduces women as dynamic and bold as their stories. Readers will feel the excitement of love's potential in the story, The List, and the ache of love's fragility in Days Gone By. While no single anthology could possibly tell all of the countless Black lesbian stories, this compilation is a powerful sample of the lives we live, the experiences we've been through, and the love we've been privileged to be a part of. Renowned authors Fiona Zed, Cherie L. Greer, and Anandra Cat Williams, along with literary poets Claudia Moss, and Eternity Phillips, lend their talents to create this soulfully intense anthology reflecting the joys and pains of love between Black women. Readers seeking to be entertained and moved are invited to explore First Bloom, stories of blossoming Black lesbian love. You may even find a piece of your story within. So this book was published by the Brown Sugar Griots, and the Brown Sugar Griots is an independent media company that publishes and produces stories of LGBTQ people from the African diaspora. And I wanted to share a bit of the acknowledgments written by Sadia E. Howard. From the very first time I read Ruby Fruit Jungle by Rita Mae Brown, a book I loved, I knew words had power, Sadia says. I knew everything I had been thinking and feeling as a 16-year-old American African in Texas had a name, and that name was lesbian. Gay, dyke, bulldagger, whatever you wanted to call it, that's what it was. That's what I was. I wanted to kiss girls and a whole lot more. And while Molly's story wasn't mine, it was the start of finally understanding that I wasn't alone and I wasn't the only person who had ever felt this way. Finally, there was a good chance that if I kept looking, I might find other people like me. So I did keep looking, Sadia writes. In everything from Annie on My Mind, a book I loved and read many years ago, to Does Your Mama Know, a book I very much love and have right around here somewhere. And I realized these books saved me and inspired me. They introduced me to new women, words, and experiences I didn't even know I needed to know. This is why I created Brown Sugar Griots. As an African immigrant who grew up in the United States, I've had some unique experiences. I wanted to create a media company that honored both of my cultures while also reflecting and respecting my identity as a same gender loving woman. Black Sugar Griots is an independent media company that publishes and produces stories of LGBTQ people from the African diaspora. And these are Sadia E. Howard's beautiful words in the acknowledgement section of this book. And there are others here as well. So let me skip to her ending and share that with you. First Bloom was born at the 2015 Fire and Ink Conference. Surrounded by beautiful queer people from the African diaspora, I knew it was time I finally gave back and helped add a few stories to the already rich collections out there. There can never be too many stories where Black and brown LGBTQ folks are at the center. Never too many moments we share the ways in which we go out or go about living our lives. And never too many times where we talk about love and heartbreak and hopefully love again. This is a collection of first love stories in all the various ways one can interpret the theme. Each author's take on the subject is unique and adds to the rich tapestry that is Black lesbian love stories. I want to thank every author who dared to trust me with their precious words. I thank you, and I hope you enjoy reading the stories from the other contributors as much as I enjoyed reading yours. I want to thank Soul Inc. Literary Services for for copy editing services on the book and the Brown Sugar Griots website. Thank you, Sadia E. Howard, for being the love that you are in the world to help add to the beauty of who we are as Black lesbians. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you go out and get this book when you find the link below. And find out a little bit of something about my writing as well. So remember, I promised you a first page read of my work, and I'll give that to you in an upcoming video. Where I will take my books, put them together, share them with you, and read the first page or the first paragraph. I like the first page. So have a beautiful day. Bye. 1st December. Let's have a spectacular one together.